Certainly things are tense right now. The standoff still continues as we speak. Just moments ago, one of the protesters actually came down the line within inches of the officers' faces screaming, "Message to those who are looting." What is that?
Okay, get down.
We are all on the ground. I'm on the ground right now. My photographer over here, he's on the ground. The cops are all on standby right now. It's getting really crazy out here. So that's kind of the latest right now out of Ferguson. Ma'am, have you learned a lesson from this at all? Why did you decide to park here, ma'am? Courtney, the sergeant's condition is critical yet stable. Now, I'm told his wife and the rest of his family, they are by his side right now. He is expected to survive. We walked the track and all of those images have been removed or covered. You can see this is just one of the spots right here. You can see just how frustrated both teachers and parents were. As you mentioned, police, they weren't letting everyone inside of that building, but many of those parents, some of them went as far as trying to push their way through the doors.
They won't have a bright future.
But you're touching on how it's going to happen, but the question is, when do you think this is going to end? I had the chance to speak to several people out here in this large crowd, and many of them tell me it's been a rough week, but they came out together to embrace each other and to just show some solidarity. You can see there are a couple of hundred people in this crowd, or you can hop over this concrete barrier and actually walk down the sidewalk, but let's face it, some just aren't doing that. And police are asking anyone with any information to contact Crime Stoppers. You can get that information on our website at KMOV.com. Reporting live in St. Louis, Rob Sneed, News 4. A family forever changed. 7 siblings will never see their mother again. Wednesday afternoon, Clint McCorkle tried to be strong for his grandchildren. A family member found his eldest daughter, Portia Adams, dead near a ravine in Washington Park.
There ain't no feeling that you can handle like that one. Felt like somebody took the insides of my insides and just twisted and pulled them all the way out. That's the worst pain I ever felt in my entire life.
To make matters worse, just 2 days before his daughter's body was found by that family member, it was his towing business that got the call to haul Portia's abandoned car.
And then I opened the door, and he said, I think that's some kind of spray can that busted in the car. I said, there ain't no can, that's blood bladder.
He also noticed burnt seats and a bullet hole on the side of the car.
I said, I need to call my daughter.
In his heart, Clint said he knew she was dead. He'll never see her smile.
She was happy, and I was glad to make her happy.
They will never share jokes at the family business.
Go into the office where she sits at the desk, and then I ain't been to the office yet.
And Clint says it's going to be a while before he goes back, and it's going to take time for his heart to heal. In Washington Park, Rob Sneed, News 4. Illinois Secretary of State Police say that these handicap parking spaces are limited, and that's why they're out here today patrolling the area. Now, earlier today, our cameras caught one woman breaking the law, and when police confronted her in our cameras, she didn't have much to say. Ma'am, have you learned a lesson from this at all? Why did you decide to park here, ma'am? This woman slammed her car door in my face as I questioned her about why she parked in this handicap spot illegally. William Moore has his theories.
That's because she's a bird. That's why she don't want to be on camera. She ain't bird. She illegally parking somewhere where she shouldn't even be parking. That should be a spot where I should be able to park at.
Sadly, Moore says he's seen this play out too many times. He's been paralyzed for the last 17 years, and it's already hard enough finding a place to park close to the entrance.
I get upset about it because sometimes people be using other people's stickers, you know what I'm saying, and I'm literally handicapped for real.
In this case, this woman clearly isn't, and Secretary of State Police say her handicap placard isn't valid.
It says it expired on 2014.
And to make matters worse, it belongs to a person who's dead.
I had a claim that she was using it for another individual that was still inside the mall, which we've witnessed her leave the parking lot without ever picking anyone else up.
Around the holiday shopping season, police see more people parking illegally in these designated spots. Drivers caught misusing a placard could face a 6-month driver's license suspension and a $600 fine. But in this woman's case, she could be paying up to $2,500 in fines and lose her license for a year. Anything you want to say to the people who need this parking spot? What kind of person does that?
A cruel and a person who has no remorse or self-values for themselves using other people's parking stickers.
In St. Clair County, Rob Sneed, News 4. As you mentioned, those car break-in numbers are up here in St. Louis. Authorities, they say if you happen to witness one of those car break-ins, such as I did just this past weekend here along 6th Street in this very spot, they say do not intervene. Call 911. You just don't know how crazy people are nowadays. broken windows.
And he stopped me and he was like, ma'am, someone bust your window.
Cars ransacked.
And everything was all over the place, spread out.
Items gone.
Everything was stolen out of there.
And in some cases,
they knew, they watched, and they made the call.
car break-ins downtown have jumped more than 20% since last year. But we wanted to know, what should you do if you spot someone breaking into your car these days? So I took my questions to Florissant Police Officer Craig Dehart, who says if you see someone breaking in your vehicle, do not try to stop the thieves yourself.
The person could be carrying some sort of a weapon. You know, there could be more than one person, more people than you know are involved in the incident, and you could put yourself in harm's way.
So instead, Officer Dehart says stay back and call police. Get a good physical description of the suspect in their getaway car. Lastly, pay attention to the direction the suspect got away.
We don't know what their intention is going to be. You know, property can be replaced, people can't.
St. Louis police, they are reminding everyone to park smart and also remove all of your valuables out of your vehicle. I'm reporting live in downtown St. Louis. Rob Sneed, News 4.
If it hurts to walk for 6 months, it hurts to walk, but I'm not paralyzed.
It's the small things that Adam Schwartz no longer takes for granted.
I can still wiggle my toes.
This 26-year-old is in a lot of pain.
I don't know if you can see him wiggling.
From head.
There's staples in the back of my head.
To toe.
Bone broke through the skin on the left leg.
And his right leg is broken too. A driver crashed into him as he skateboarded home Saturday morning on Higgy Road in Afton.
Next thing I know, I was waking up on the side of the road. My first memory is waking up laying on the ground, outside, and being cold.
He doesn't remember much else, and unfortunately he didn't see the driver, but just maybe someone watching did.
I want to find out who hit me. In that moment, I mean, I'm sure they were more scared than I was because I was unconscious, but I can't imagine what this person's thinking right now.
But that's the least of his worries. Adam has to have surgery and has months of recovery ahead.
There's a lot I'm going to learn. I anticipate learning a lot about myself here in the next 3 to 6 months, about the way I react to adversity and just overcoming this challenge because I've never done anything like this before.
But he'll have family, friends, and even strangers helping him every step of the way, giving their time and money.
All these people who I don't know. I mean, they care about me. I don't get it. I guess I just don't see it.
Rob Sneed, News 4.